Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. I'm back with another video, and for today I'm going to be showing you guys what I keep in my little diabetes emergency kit that I keep in my everyday purse. So I thought that this would be a fun video to do, just to show you guys what I can fit in this little bag right here and what I like to carry with me on a daily basis in case anything goes wrong related to my insulin pump or diabetes. And yeah, make sure you turn on my post notifications, because at the end of my videos I'm going to start doing post notification shout outs. So if you turn on my post notifications by hitting the little bell icon, then comment down below and you have a chance of getting a shout out in next week's video. With all that being said, let's just jump into this video and get started. Okay, so this is the little bag that I have that my friend got me from a little local store, and it says, "Though she be but little, she is fierce." And I felt like this, excuse the shadow on there, I felt like this was very fitting for my diabetes stuff. So I love this bag. It's just like a little like canvasy kind of material with a little brown leather little zip tie, and then like the font is in black. So I love this bag, and this is what it kind of looks like. Now I do not carry insulin with me, simply because my pump alarms me before my cartridge runs out. So typically if I know that I think it alarms me at 25 units. So if I know that I only have 25 units left in my insulin pump, then I just plan my day accordingly. Like, I'll fill a new cartridge before I leave my house, or I will just like know, oh, I'm only gonna be gone for a couple hours, there's no way I'll use 25 units in that time. So yeah, I don't like the risk of the insulin ruining or breaking, and I know that there are like things to put vials of insulin in to keep them from breaking, but this just works best for me. So I'm just going to start pulling stuff out and showing you guys. A lot of this stuff is basic general stuff, but I still wanted to show you guys, and I thought it would be a fun kind of video. So the very first thing I have is two different insets or sites, whichever you call them. I have the Inset 30, and I actually don't use these anymore, but if I needed to in a pinch, then I would. So this is just the Inset 30. It looks like this. I will leave a link to any videos I have related to this inset or site down below. Basically the difference between this and the Inset 90, or the T90 as it's called for T-Slim, is that this goes in at a 30-degree angle as opposed to a 90-degree angle. So I don't love these insets anymore, but I do use them. The next thing I have in here is a T90 sight. These are the sights that I use now. It goes in at a 90-degree angle as opposed to a 30-degree angle, and it has the tubing in here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but the tubing is already in there. Everything's in here besides the cartridge, which is super nice. So I have one of those. So again, if I use this one and I realize I forgot to replace it and I need to change my sight, I have this one with me in case. So I do have two for the Inset 30. Again, the tubing is not included in this packaging, so I just have one of the tubings that works for this sight. So in case I do need to change it with this site, I have a tubing. I have Bactrim, which is just like a prescription strength Neosporin, and I have a little sample of it, and I like to keep these in my bags. So it's just like a little sample of that, which is super nice. And when I change my site, I put Neosporin or Bactrim on it, and I put a band-aid over it, so I like to keep those with me. And then going along with that, I have a bunch of band-aids. I guess not a bunch. Well, yeah, I have a bunch. I have different band-aids. I have larger ones and then smaller ones, just depending. I have put medicine on my sites after I changed them for the longest time, and I just find that they heal better if I do that. So that is why I tend to do that. I have a bunch of, well, I guess not a bunch. I have 3 alcohol wipes. I typically keep more in here, but I guess that's all I have. So these are good for checking your blood sugar, which I do not clean my finger every time I check my blood sugar, which I should, but this is good for that, or site changes or anything like that. I have a couple of tubings to go with the T90 inset or site, simply because I have had these things like literally rip in half before, and I don't want to change my whole site. So like, let's say I change my site in the morning and then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm at a movie with a friend, my tube breaks. I don't want to change my whole site because the site's fine. So I have a couple of extra tubings, and I know this probably isn't the most sanitary way to keep these, but I've not gotten an infection, and I don't recommend keeping them like this, but I do. So I have a couple of those in there as well. And then the very last thing I have in here, which this is almost the very last thing I have in here. One of the last things I have in here is this glucose gel. I hate this stuff, it's disgusting. I had to eat or drink it before I got my wisdom teeth out. It's nasty, it's gross. It works if you're low, but I don't like it. And you can get it anywhere, like Walgreens or Walmart. It's gross, but it does have 20 grams of carbs and 20 grams of sugar. So if you are low in a pinch, then this is nice to have. So I have this in there, and I typically have snacks with me, so I don't normally like need one of these. I've never really used these until I got my wisdom teeth out, but I bought 2 of them just in case. And I was like, hey, I might as well throw this in my purse. Then the very last thing I have, which not every diabetic uses, are the little inserter pieces that come with your sites, that if you're going swimming or taking a shower, when you take your tubing out, this goes in your site and it keeps water or dirt or debris from getting in your site. And I've used these basically since I got the pump, because when I first got the pump I didn't use them and my sites weren't working as well, and my doctor recommended I use them, so I've just used them ever since. So I like to always have one with me in case I go somewhere and I forget one or I need one, so that just kind of sits at the very bottom of this little bag. Thank you all so much for watching this week's video. If you enjoyed, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below some of your diabetes bag essentials. This week's post notification shout out goes to Bailey Diabetes. She is a recent subscriber of mine, and she's literally the sweetest, and she comments on all of my videos. So thank you so much, Bailey. Your love and support means the world to me. Definitely go subscribe to her channel. I will have it linked in the description below, as well as all of my social medias. You can always follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to be more active on there. Love y'all so much. Bye.